In just the last week, we have seen Ron DeSantis come out during an interview and reaffirm that he will, in fact, pardon Donald Trump if he wins the presidency. 2 days prior to Ron DeSantis making this statement, Nikki Haley had come out and openly said, "I will pardon Donald Trump if I win the presidency." Of course, Republican candidate Vivek Ramaswamy has already made that pledge. But by the way, so had DeSantis. He's been saying it since May that he would pardon Donald Trump. And speaking of Ramaswamy, he also recently not only pledged to take himself off the Colorado ballot after they kicked Donald Trump off, but he doubled down on his pledge this past weekend and said that he'll take himself off any state ballot that removes Donald Trump, of course referring to Maine, which recently kicked Donald Trump off the ballot. And Ramaswamy said, "I stand by my pledge. Any state where Donald Trump is forcibly removed from the ballot in this way, I'll also remove myself. And I challenge Chris Christie and Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis to do the same thing. Or else they are tacitly endorsing this illegal and brazen election interference in the GOP primary." So if you do not join Ramaswamy's crusade, he says, then you're complicit. You're agreeing with it. You're saying this is right. Even though they've all said that they're going to pardon Donald Trump for whatever it is he may have done. Of course, he didn't do anything, but we'll just pardon him anyway, so the country can move on, they said, a la Richard Nixon being pardoned. What's happening is that the entire Republican Party, or Republican primary at this point, the entire Republican primary is becoming about nothing more than who can kiss Donald Trump's ass the most. That's what this is. Like, y'all could be out there talking about policy. You could be out there talking about your vision for America. But instead, you're all out there talking about how you're going to take care of precious little baby Trump no matter what happens to him. All the time. Little baby Trump, he's so tiny. He's so cute. That's what y'all are campaigning on right now. That's the best you got. You're all vying, by the way, for second place. Donald Trump already has the Republican nomination on lockdown, even with Nikki Haley and her little surge that she had before she refused to admit the Civil War was about slavery. And, that's going to cost her. You already have black Republicans saying, "Yep, I'm done. She's toast." So, yeah, Trump's got it in the bag. Y'all are just kissing up to him because you want the second spot on that ticket. All of y'all know you're not going to get that top slot. No. So you've got to go out there and continue the bootlicking to see who can get Donald Trump's shoes the cleanest. That's what this is about, folks. This is how disgusting the Republican primary is becoming when we're still 2 weeks away from voting. We're still 2 weeks away from that first Republican primary, or caucus in Iowa, I should say. And it's going to be nothing but butt kissing, nothing but bootlicking, nothing but the most disgusting forms of brown-nosing you've ever seen in your life, as these also-ran Republicans try desperately to become Donald Trump's running mate. Ring of Fire is just a few subscribers short of hitting that 1 million subscriber milestone. So if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and do so, and stay up to date with all of the latest from Ring of Fire.